So any issues, any doubts in the yesterday's class? Anyone at least started, okay, configuring VirtualBox? Anyone tried installing VirtualBox in your laptop? VirtualBox software, just at least VirtualBox software. So yes, Srikanth, any challenges you faced, any issues you faced while installing VirtualBox?
No, sir.
Okay, so everything went successful, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's not connecting with RDP.
RDB, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yesterday it's connected, but now it's not
yesterday,
connected.
maybe you have changed your network settings or internet is changed. Okay, so what happened, I'll explain how it will work. Okay,
Okay.
in today's class I'll explain the remote settings and all. Someone mic is disturbing a lot. Harish, any questions? Harish, Satya, any questions? Satya, you joined with two names, right?
Yeah. Right now I am using a laptop.
Okay. Okay, let me give you the recording permissions. Yeah, you can record the session. You can disconnect the other session. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and let me ask some questions. Okay. Right. What are the main peripherals to configure any system? What are the main peripherals or requirements to configure any system? ఒక సిస్టమ్ తయారు చేయాలంటే మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ గా ఉండాల్సినవి ఏమిటి? మీకు ఆన్సర్ తెలుసు, చెప్పండి. మీకు తెలిసిందే ఆన్సర్. ఓకేనా? హెసిటేట్ అవ్వద్దు.
Operating system.
వెరీ గుడ్.
Space.
వెరీ గుడ్. దెన్ సిపియు. ఎందుకు గీత నెమ్మదిగా నోట్లు మాట్లాడుకుంటారు? బయట మాట్లాడండి గట్టిగా. ఆన్సర్ రైటే మీరు చెప్పింది, మాట్లాడండి గట్టిగా. కాంటెంట్ గా ఉండాలి. ఆ కాంటెంట్సే ఇంటర్వ్యూలో కూడా మనకి వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఓకేనా? చెప్పండి. సిపియు, మెమరీ, ఇంకా ఓకే. సో వర్చువల్ మిషన్స్ చెప్పండి.
Sufficient RAM.
Sufficient RAM, very good. Okay, operating system, RAM, CPU, storage, these are the main peripherals. Okay, very good. How many virtualization softwares are there in the market? What are the famous virtualization softwares are there in the market? Aarti, గట్టిగా మాట్లాడు. ఇంకా గట్టిగా. Okay. VMware, VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox, and Hyper-V. Okay, na? These three are important softwares, virtualization softwares in the market. Okay. Right. What else we have discussed yesterday? Come on. What are the components of the SQL Server?
Database and services.
Okay.
Bits, services, reporting services,
Okay. Very good. What are the editions of the SQL Server? Wait, Aarti. Wait. What are the editions of the SQL Server?
Sorry. Express edition, evaluation edition, standard edition, developer edition, enterprise edition.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Fine. So These are the additions and components of the SQL Server. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Right. Fine. Okay, let me. Okay, yesterday we have just configured the Oracle VirtualBox and we have configured, okay, one machine. Okay, just we have configured a machine and we have installed, okay, and we have installed what? Installed operating system Windows Server 2012. Okay, this is my machine, right? Bash 37. How to start this machine? I want to start this machine. How to start it?
Open with admin.
Sorry,
Open with admin.
open with admin. I did that one. Okay, after opening the console, how to start this machine?
By double clicking or go to
Very
select
good.
and go to
Okay, just double click on the machine so that the machine is going to start. Okay, and once your work is completed, shut down the server. Okay, but in the organization, remember, this is very important. Never shut down any server. Never ever shut down any server. You won't have chance to shut down any server. Okay, in case if you are doing patching kind of activities, there in that case you are going to restart the server. Okay, never ever got a chance to shut down any server. If your work is completed, you have to log off from the server. Log off is different, shutdown is different. I hope you know the difference between log off and shutdown. If you shut down the server, the whole server will be down and the application will be down, so that lot of losses will be there. Okay, in case if the application is down, huge loss will be there, huge financial loss will be there if you shut down the server. Okay, why? Because the server should be up and running 24/7 by 365 days. Okay, server won't shut down at any time. During maintenance activities, it is going to be restarted multiple times. That's it. Never shut down the server again and again. I'm saying. But once your practice is completed in your local laptop, shut down the server. But don't do this activity in the organization. Never ever shut down the server. It may leads to the termination of your job. ఓకే, సో ఎప్పుడు కూడా షట్ డౌన్ చేయకండి, సర్వర్ని షట్ డౌన్ చేసే యాక్టివిటీస్ మనకి ఏమి ఉండవు. ఓకేనా, ఇన్ కేస్ ఆ సర్వర్ డీకమిషన్ అయితే తప్ప అది కూడా విండోస్ టీమ్ వాళ్ళు చేసుకుంటారు. మనం ఎప్పుడు కూడా సర్వర్ని షట్ డౌన్ చేయము. షట్ డౌన్ కనుక చేస్తే మీ జాబ్ పోతుంది. మన పని అయిపోగానే లాగ్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోయి బయటకు వచ్చేయాలి. ఎలా లాగ్ ఆఫ్ అవ్వాలో నేను చెప్తాను. ఓకేనా, లాగ్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోయి బయటకు వచ్చేయాలి. అంతేగాని ఎప్పుడు కూడా షట్ డౌన్ చేయకండి. మర్చిపోండి ఆ ఆప్షన్. ఇంకా ఎప్పుడు కూడా మీరు ఆఫీస్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు కంప్యూటర్ని లాక్ చేసుకోండి. విండోస్ +L కొడితే లాక్ అవుతుంది ల్యాప్టాప్. మీరు ఏదో కంప్యూటర్ని ఓపెన్ చేసి అన్ని సర్వర్లకి కనెక్ట్ అయిపోయి వాష్రూమ్కి వెళ్ళిపోయి క్యాఫ్టీరియాకి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఓకేనా ఒక అరగంట ఫ్రెండ్స్ డెస్క్కి వెళ్ళి ముచ్చట్లు కొట్టి వెనక్కి వస్తే ఎవరన్నా పొరపాటున షట్ డౌన్ చేస్తే మీ అకౌంట్లో పడుతుంది. అది మీ లాగిన్తో లాగిన్ అయ్యి ఎవరో సర్వర్ని షట్ డౌన్ చేశారు అని చెప్పి అలా రాదు. జస్ట్ మీ అకౌంట్తో సర్వర్ షట్ డౌన్ అయింది చెప్పి చూపిస్తుంది. అలా కూడా జాబులు పోగొట్టుకున్న వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. ఓకేనా, సో ప్రొఫెషనల్ వే ఏంటంటే మీరు పక్క డెస్క్కి వెళ్ళినా సరే మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ని లాక్ చేసుకోవాల్సిందే. పక్కనే కదా అంటే అది నిమిషంలో రావచ్చు, 2 నిమిషాలు రావచ్చు, 5 నిమిషాలు రావచ్చు. వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడడం స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే ఇంకా అలా కంటిన్యూ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా, పక్క డెస్క్కి వెళ్ళినా వాష్రూమ్కి వెళ్ళినా మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లాక్ చేసుకునే వెళ్ళండి. విండోస్ L కొడితే ల్యాప్టాప్ లాక్ అవుతుంది, అప్పుడే వెళ్ళండి. అప్పటి వరకు వెళ్ళొద్దు. ఇన్ కేస్ మీరు ఇంట్లో వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ చేస్తున్నా సరే, ఇన్ కేస్ మీరు వాటర్ తాగడానికి వెళ్ళినా సరే ల్యాప్టాప్ లాక్ చేసుకొని వెళ్ళండి. పొరపాటున పిల్లలు చేతులు అవి తగిలి ఏదైనా షట్ డౌన్ బటన్ అది క్లిక్ అయిపోతే మొత్తం రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ మీరే తీసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. సో సర్వర్ నెవర్ ఎవర్ షట్ డౌన్ ద సర్వర్. ఓకే, ఫైన్, రైట్. So yesterday we have configured the server, right? Yesterday we have configured the server and we just install the operating system, right? So now what we have to do, we have to enable the remote connections. I told you, right? Can anyone tell me the phases of installation? What are the phases included in the installation of SQL Server? First, the ticket will goes to which team? Next, it will goes to which team? Like that. What are the phases included in the SQL Server installation?
change request, sir.
Okay.
Ticket. And again, Windows servers, they will they will install Windows operating system. After
Okay.
that, virtual machine. After that, Oracle bags we can install, sir.
After that Oracle.
Yes, Oracle box. We can.
Okay. Next.
But in this Oracle bags, there is a server.
Okay. Next, after that, once Windows operating system, once Windows team completed the installation of operating system, next, what is the next? The ticket will goes to which team?
Network team.
Network team. Okay, they are going to open some of the ports and they are going to, okay, they are going to open some of the ports and whatever network related settings, Windows firewall related settings and all, they are going to configure it. Okay, and remote settings also they are going to configure it. Right. Okay, so fine. Now let me complete the remote configuration settings. Okay, so if you see the server, actually this is the direct server we have connected. Directly we have connected to the server. Right. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, in case, 1 minute please. Right. Okay, so you see here, once you started the server, you can see this screen. Okay, this is the server, actual server. You can see the time, date and time, and you can see the server is actually locked. Okay, first of all, what you have to do is you have to unlock the server. In this case, not in the organization, in this case, what we have to do is just it is clearly saying control alt delete. Okay, somewhere it will show control alt delete to login. Okay, yes, control alt delete to unlock. Okay, if you press control alt delete, it won't work in the Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, remove the alt button here, control plus delete, that too right control plus delete only will allow you to log into the server. We will have two control buttons on the keyboard. One is there on the left side, second one is there on the right side. Press right control and only delete, two keys, not alt. Okay, right control plus delete keys. Okay, I am pressing those two keys, right control plus delete. Again I'm saying, again you people will have the same doubt, sir, I am unable to log into the server, control alt delete is not working. How come control alt delete will work? We have already discussed it, right? Control alt delete will not work, only control plus delete will work. Okay, right? So just press right control and delete button, then you will get login screen like
Sir.
this. Yes,
Or else should we go to the switch user, sir?
switch
That is
user also,
another.
switch user also, see, that is also there is a chance, but again if you go to switch user,
Okay.
this kind of screen will come. Okay, there also again you have to press control plus delete. Okay, right?
Okay.
This is the keyboard shortcut, and we'll discuss lot of keyboard shortcuts during our course. Okay, just write down all the shortcuts if you are really interested. Okay, I'll tell you the tips how to prepare it. Once the session is completed, try to prepare a neat document on the particular session. If the session is completed, for example, we are going to discuss SQL Server installation today. If you're really interested, what you have to do, remember one thing. Okay, in case you want to become an expert in any subject, not only SQL Server, in any subject, first of all, try to prepare a good notes on that particular subject. Okay, try to maintain a separate folders, create a separate files. Okay, we have discussed these shortcuts today. Write down all the shortcuts in a shortcut document. Okay, and once the session is completed, whatever we have discussed, try to practice it and try to prepare a neat document. And I cannot convey 100% of the topic. Okay, maybe some of the points you may not understand. Go and search in the Google and try to add some more points to the particular topic. Try to add some more points to the particular topic. You have to do a lot of homework. That's why don't blindly follow me. I can show you the way. Okay, I can show you like how to walk it, but you have to practice and you have to run. Okay, so that's why once the topic is completed, try to exercise, try to do some exercise from your side, and try to add more points to the same topic so that it will help you a lot. Okay, so this is a way of preparing. Try to create a folders, documents, and try to prepare neat notes for each and every topic so that it will help you. Again, I'll give you the notes, but you have to put some efforts. Okay, you have to add your flavor. to that particular nodes, so that it will be, you can easily understand the concept and all. Okay, right? Let me log into the server, control delete. Okay, and give the password. Yesterday, while after installation of Windows Server, we have given one password, right? That password you have to give it here. Okay, just give the password. Now let me enable the remote connections. Okay, so how to enable the remote connections? There are two settings. Actually, I want to connect to the server remotely. How can I connect to the server remotely? Okay, I can use command prompt. I have to check the IP address first. Okay, what is the shortcut to open command prompt? Windows plus R will give you the run and type cmd. Okay, then you can enter, then you will get a command prompt screen. Now I want to see the IP address of this machine. Okay, what is the query? Anyone knows what is the command to see the IP address? IP config. Okay, I guess Aarti, your mic is not proper, so I cannot hear you completely. Okay, IP config. IP config, don't give any spaces. IP config. Okay, so it will give you the IP address 10.0.2.15. Okay, in the organization, usually the server's IP addresses will be like this only. Okay, they are going to start with the 10 series. Most of the organization, most of the servers will starts with the 10 series. Okay, 10.0.2.15, 10.10.1.25, something like that. The IP address will be, it will starts with the IP addresses, mean like numbers, and you can connect to the server using IP address, or you can connect to the server using name also. Okay, as of now, we'll connect to the server using IP address remotely, right? So now what I have to do is I have to enable the remote connections, right? There are two settings to do that one. One is go to your Oracle VirtualBox machine settings, right click settings, go to network settings. Okay, here select bridged adapter. Okay, make sure you select wireless adapter here. Automatically wireless adapter will be selected. Expand the advanced option, select a deny, select allow all, and click OK. This is one setting. Okay, fine. Now go to the machine directly, right? Click yes. Once you just enable the setting there, you can see a pop-up yes or no. Just click yes. Okay, right. Next, what you have to do is go to the this PC properties. Okay, this is this PC. Hit the Windows button. You can see this PC. Go to this PC properties. Okay, and change settings. Oh, sorry, not here. Okay, go to this PC properties. Go to remote settings. Okay, there you can see allow remote connections to this computer. Select this option. Click OK. Okay, yes. So sometimes what happened is, okay, if this option is checked, you will get CRED SSP error. Okay, CRED SSP error. Right? In case if you are getting CRED SSP error while connecting to the server remotely, uncheck this option. Okay, let me check whether we can see that error or not. As of now, I am just checking this option. Click apply and OK. Right? Now the IP address will be changed. Okay, so you can use up arrow for the old command. Okay, just now I have typed IP config, right? So use up arrow, down arrow keys. Okay, up arrow for getting the last command, enter. Now you see the IP address is changed to 192 series 192.168.0.109. Now you have to connect to the server remotely. I'll explain the remote connections and all. Okay, right? So how to connect to the server remotely? Again, very important thing, don't confuse here. Every time again students are going to ask. Okay, this is my server, the black screen Windows Server 2012 R2 is my actual server. This is my laptop. Okay, this one, the one you can see now, the screen. Okay, this is my laptop. From my laptop to the Windows server, I have to connect to the server remotely. Okay, from my laptop I want to come to the server remotely. So what is the procedure for that? Go to your laptop, type remote or RDP, just hit on Windows button. You can type either remote, okay, or you can type either RDP, or there is a shortcut also, Windows or MSTSC. Okay, is a shortcut. Okay, just MSTSC enter. Now you will get this kind of screen to which server I have to connect. Okay. Now it will ask. Now you have to provide the server IP address. Okay. 192.168.0.109, right? Provide the IP address here in the screen. Okay. 192.168.0.109. Okay. 109. Here you have to see the IP address here and you have to type here. Okay. Connect. Click on connect button. Now, if everything is successful, you will get a login screen. Okay. You will get a login screen like this. You will get username is this server username is administrator. We have logged into the server using administrator connection, right? So the username is administrator, ADMINASTRATOR. Password is, while creating administrator, yesterday you gave one password, right? After installation, give that password, then hit enter. Okay. See here, CRED SSP error. You will get a error like this. This could be due to CRED SSP encryption Oracle remediation. Okay. So what is the solution for this? Just go to your server directly, Windows server, open this one. Okay. Go to this one means this PC properties. Let me go again. Okay. Go to your Windows server directly, right click this PC properties. Okay. Go to the remote settings and uncheck this option. Okay. Click apply and then okay, right? Fine. IP address won't change. In case you have a doubt, just again check it whether IP address is changed or not by using ipconfig. Same IP address it is showing. Again go to the remote desktop connection. Again just give the same IP address. Again click connect. Okay. Give the username which is administrator. Give the password. Okay. 1 2 3. Right now you will get a screen like this. In the organization also, this is the way of connecting to the servers. That's why I'm spending the time. This is a very basic way. Once you go to the organization, they will give you one server IP address or server name. Hey, please connect to the server. Please share your screen. Then if you don't know how to connect to the server remotely, and if you don't know what we have to do, whether I have to click yes or no, okay, then you are going to lose the job. And also very critical, very basic thing, how to connect to the servers and all. Okay, try to like connect to the servers remotely using this option. Okay, just click yes here. Okay, don't click no, then it will allow you to connect to the server remotely. This is how servers look like in the organization. This is how the actual servers look like in the organization. Same thing, same process. But here, to find out the IP addresses, we have logged into the server directly. But in the organization, we won't have a chance to log into the server directly, right? You will have either server name or you will have the server IP address. Already server name and IP addresses will be there. Okay. So simply what you have to do. Okay. Let me explain this concept. Very important. I'm sorry. Here is the browser. Okay. So I'll explain what is meant by remote connections, how to connect to the server remotely, what is a what is it? What are jump servers? Okay, and we have this one. What is that? VPN. What is meant by VPN? How to use the VPN? Everything will be okay discussed now. Okay, right. So imagine this is your organization. Okay, this is your organization. Right. In your organization, this is your Windows server. Imagine just now we have installed, right? Let me add the IP address 192.168.0.109, right? This is your IP address. Okay. The whole boundary is your organization company, and this is your Windows server. Now, there is no pandemic, there is no corona. Okay. Someone sent a message. How to ping our local server to VM? Srikanth. How to ping our local server to VM means I haven't tried, but local server and VM will be connected with the same. Okay, IP same IP address means with the same internet. Let me try with the IP address I have 192.168.0.109. Because time dot it is showing. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so there is no direct way. I'll check and I'll update you. Okay, Srikanth, I'll check and update you. Right, as of now, it's not necessary for us. Right. Okay, so imagine this is your company. Imagine this is your okay. What? Let me go with the IBM company. Okay, this is the IBM company building. Okay, Control B and the text. Right. Okay, this is your IBM company building. Okay. Right. This is your office, and in your office, Windows server is there. Okay. Imagine the server IP address is 192.168.1.0.109. Okay. Now there is no corona kind of thing. Every day you are going to the office. Okay. Let me. Okay. User. Right. Okay. So you just went to the office. Okay. And let me go with the laptop. Laptop. There is no laptop. Okay. Okay, very good. We have a lot of laptops here. Okay. Okay. This is your laptop. Okay. Right. Okay. So you just went to the IBM office. Okay. And this is your office. This is your laptop. Right. So as your laptop is in the IBM range. Okay. As your laptop is in your IBM network range. Right. Because you have directly connected to the IBM server, means you are in the IBM company, right? IBM building, right? So that means you are using IBM internet, right? IBM network you are using. As you have directly connected to the IBM network, okay? So what you can do, simply in the laptop, you will just open MSTSC. Okay, let me type that as well, MSTSC or remote desktop. MSTSC is the shortcut. Okay, you will type MSTSC in your laptop. Okay, and once this window kind of thing, once okay, MSTSC. Once you type this shortcut, this window will come, right? Remote desktop connection. Okay, you will give this IP address here. Got it? You will give the IP address of the server. You want to connect to the server. Okay, you want to connect to the server. You want to connect to this server using your laptop, right? Right. So what you have to do is, like, in your laptop, you have to simply type MSTSC. Then it will ask you to which server I have to connect. Then you have to, the meeting is going to close now. It is showing less than 1 minute. Okay. Let me close it and let me reopen the meeting. Try to join immediately with the same meeting link. Okay. Don't waste. I mean, like, don't wait. Just immediately join the meeting with the same meeting link.